harvest time for our toothache plant. It is August 16th. We just got our winter seed organization out, and we're going to go ahead and start harvesting the rest of our summer crops. But yeah, this plant is just amazing to me that it grew in such rough heat conditions, as well as just one seedling we had success with. So this is what it grew. Just amazing. So I will leave some information on this video about this amazing plant, and just take a look on these ginormous blooms that we had, and these make for an amazing tincture for toothache pain. There's even a mouthwash that you can make with this. There's so many things. So I'm real excited to get these harvested, and this is how you do it. Okay guys, this plant here is pretty hardy, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply cut off the heads. I'm going to wear a glove because I just don't know if I touch this and then I touch my eye later, if I have any issues forgetting that I touched it. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and start getting these cut off. And supposedly they will continue to grow throughout the summer, but I'm going to go ahead and cut off what I can and go from there. Alright, so I got myself a plastic bag, and I'm just going to drop them in there for now until we get them home and figure out how we want to process these and get them put up. There's so many different ways you can do this. Okay, I'm going to open up my bag, and it's going to simply take this bud, this bloom here. Isn't it pretty? I just love the look of that. I'm going to snip it right inside the bag, like that. I'm even going to take these smaller ones and cut these off as well. I'm going to go ahead and bend down here. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then I'll get them home and I'll show you the next step. Not bad for one seedling that we grew this year. the next day, we went ahead and we finished up the harvest of our Spilanthes, I believe is how you say it. And that is the plant that we grew these toothache plant heads from. So you can see them right there. I went ahead and I just kind of let them air dry on a paper towel. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to simply put them in a mason jar, and halfway full on your mason jar, and add some whiskey. And just do some research on this plant. It truly is amazing. These are able to treat not just a toothache pain, hence the name of the plant, but also it's going to treat ulcers in your mouth if you have any stomach ulcers. There's even people that grind this up and dehydrate it. The leaves are dehydratable. Our leaves didn't look the best on our plant, but there's a lot of different things you can do with this. And what we're going to opt to do is make this tincture to treat those types of things I just mentioned. But people have even dehydrated this and made a powder to make mouthwashes and different things like that. So a variety of things that you can do with this plant. So what I'm going to do is just simply pour the whiskey in, and I'm going to give it a little bit of head space. Try it here. And the ratio is really just half of the heads and fill the jar up. Or half of the bottle, I should say. Half the jar of heads. So right there is good. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to get a lid. Okay, so now that we've got the whiskey in here, I grabbed myself a piece of parchment paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and write on here toothache plant tincture, and I'm going to put yesterday's date. No, I'll put today's date, which is the 17th. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that this is in whiskey, because Andy and I have noticed when we go down and check things, some of the colors might change and we forget what it's in. So it's always good to just add as many details as you can. Then I'm just going to simply put this over my jar. Come down like that so you can see it. Got my ring, or my lid inside my ring, and I'm going to cap that. Then what I want to do is I want to keep this. I want to go ahead, I want to keep this like this, and I want to shake it a little bit. Not even shake it, but just kind of like rock it back and forth to get them all soaked. And then I'm going to keep it in a cool, dark place for a total of, some people have put it in there for 2 weeks, but what I'm seeing is probably more like 4 to 6 weeks. So what I'll do is I'll just keep my eye on it for a total of maybe 6 weeks, and then I'm ready to put it down with the rest of our tinctures. But I'm going to keep it in my cabinet, like I said, in a cool, dark place. And what I do is a little Post-it note, and I usually put it on my kitchen, cabinet, and it says, tilt this or that, or, whatever. Just a little reminder that I know to go in there every once in a while and just kind of get them saturated like that. And that's it. All right. Well, I'm excited. So fortunately, I do not have any toothaches. However, I'm prepared. And I did have one earlier this year, and fortunately, I was able to treat that with some ginger. I had cloves in there, and I made a hot tea. And I'll link that video above so you can see how to treat your tooth as an alternative way as well. And that will be it. Thanks for watching.